The tariff news has come and gone and pushed back all the way to August 1st. So that's going to leave a lot of uncertainty in the market without a lot of headline news that's coming up. So that's going to push and drive a lot of sellers to sell in the market until the tariff news is figured out. So what we're going to do, we're going to be prepared for the pullback if there's a pullback. And I'm going to give you guys the top 5 stocks that you need to be prepared to buy if there's a pullback in the market to set yourself up for success. So when something like this comes along, it's always best to have a game plan and be ready instead of having to get ready when something like this is happening in the market. So I'm going to give you guys my top 5. So pull out your pen and paper, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. And now a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored and brought to you by Moomoo, the powerful brokerage app designed to take your trading experience to the next level. Whether if you're just starting out or if you're already an experienced investor, Moomoo offers advanced yet easy to use tools. Sign up right now using my link in the description. And right now you can receive up to 60 free stocks. That's right, 60 free stocks just from signing up and making your very first deposit. Also, you can get up to 8.1 cash sweep interest on your uninvested cash that's sitting inside of your portfolio. So join millions of investors who trust Moomoo to build their wealth. Click the link in the description and start investing smarter today. Enough talking, let's go ahead and dive back into this video. Welcome back, dreamers. The first one on this list is going to be ticker symbol PEP, PepsiCo. Now, Pepsi is at a 5-year low. Now, if we come over to the charts, the reason that I love PepsiCo, listen, the reason I love PepsiCo is that they are a dividend king. That means they've been increasing their dividends every single year for at least the last 50 years. And that's the kind of consistent income that we're looking for. Remember, dividends is the most passive form of income there is. You just buy the stock, you own it, and you get paid out every single quarter. So if we come over here and we take a look at PepsiCo, they have a 4.21% dividend yield. And if Pepsi pulled back, we could get an awesome yielding stock at an even better price. And they've been increasing their dividends every single year for the last 52 years. And they are a quarterly paying dividend stock. Now, the only thing about PepsiCo is that they have been pulling back over the last couple of years. In fact, back in 2023, they had an all-time high near $200. And now they're all the way pulling back to $133 with a recent low of around $127. And we could have another great opportunity to get Pepsi at a very cheap price. In fact, these are some of the lowest prices we've seen Pepsi over the last 5 years. So we look at the valuation of the company. We're going to look at the target prices that these analysts and institutions are giving PepsiCo. And this is on Moomoo. That's what I love about this app. Right now, PepsiCo is at $133. They're giving it a high return over the next 12 months of $169 and the medium price of $149. And then they're giving it a low return over the next 12 months of $135. So PepsiCo being a dividend king, increasing their dividends every single year for the last 50 years through a recession, a depression, a pandemic, a tariff war, they found a way to increase their dividends. And this could be one of those stocks that's going to retire you and you could live off of those dividends through your retirement. So we could find, look at this chart right here. If we could find PepsiCo and have it pull back around between now and August 1st, through this tariff talk all the way to $127, anywhere under $130, I think that is a steal for PepsiCo, considering that they have good risk to reward ratio. And you guys can see right here, this is a triple bottom. If we go to the lines and draw out a support line, we're gonna draw out a support line right here and draw it all the way over. It has this is what I mean by support line, has a hard time breaking below $128. So 128, bounced twice, bounced for the third time, and it bounced 3 times right here at 128. So we could get PepsiCo underneath 130. That is a steal. So that is the first stock on the list. If we could get it, PepsiCo under 130, that is a steal. The next stock on this list is going to be ticker symbol AMD. Now, AMD is one of the best stocks out there when it comes to computer chips, GPUs. They've been killing Intel. They've been competing with NVIDIA, kind of competing with NVIDIA with their GPUs. But NVIDIA is very heavy in AI, and AMD can't keep up with NVIDIA and AI. But AMD, they're going to be the CPU and GPUs for the next Xbox generation. So the next Xbox generation, they already announced that AMD is going to be running their system. So that's going to be millions of game consoles sold, and AMD is going to be a part of that. So this could be us preparing to get AMD at a cheaper price. So if we come back over here, let's type in AMD, and then I'm going to show you guys one of my indicators that I use. So one of the indicators that I use is the Bollinger Bands. This is on the day chart, and we're going to try to get AMD at the cheapest price that we can. So we're going to pull up the Bollinger Bands, but I like to change my settings right quick. Let me change my settings, and I'll show you guys what I changed my settings to. We're going to go to hit the setting buttons right here, and then we're going to change it from 20 over to 30. Now 20 over to 30 means, other than taking the last 20 bars to create this pink line, it's going to take the last 30 bars to make this pink line. The orange line is the plus. The orange and blue lines is the +2 and -2 standard deviation. So with this information right here smoothed out over 30 bars of information, it makes it a little bit more smoother so we don't get faked out. And then as you guys can see, whenever price is at the top of the Bollinger Band on AMD, it likes to get rejected. Whenever it's at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, it likes to have found support and then go back up. So it always get kind of rejected, in price likes to trade within this Bollinger Band. So right now it's at the top of the Bollinger Band at $137-ish. So we kind of want to get AMD. It's kind of expensive right now, but if we could get AMD for a steal and have it pull back from now to August 31st to around this pink bar right here at 126, or if we could get it down to this blue bar down here to around $105, that's not where we'd be fearful. And remember, when people are fearful inside the market, that's when we go in and make all of our money. So if it pulls back to 105, that's where we're going to go in and start to create dollar cost average inside of AMD and build up our portfolio of shares of AMD. Because remember the name of the game, you want to buy low and sell high. You don't want to be loading up on stocks when it's at their all-time high. You want to be loading up on good quality stocks when they're at a good price. That's how you get an edge inside the market. Yes, you could still dollar cost average in, but once you're inside the market for so long, you start to know when you get good value on some of these stocks and when you get some of these stocks on sale. And if you could get AMD down here at around $105, that is it on sale. If we look at the valuation, analyst is giving it a high over the next 12 months of $200. I pray that it goes up to $200 in the next 12 months. That's going to make us a lot of money, especially if we get in on the pullback. They're giving it an average price of $135, and then it's giving it a low price of $195. So if we get in at 105 to 95 is only a $10 difference, so you're not really going to miss out on too much. But if you're buying a lot at the all-time high and it pulls back to 95, then you're going to feel like you got ripped off. So remember, only load up on stocks when you're getting it at a good valuation. Number 3 on this list is going to be kind of the same thing. It's going to be ticker symbol HD, Home Depot. Now, you guys already know I love loading up on Home Depot in the summertime. That's when people do all of their home improvement projects. Right now, Home Depot is at $366.58 at the recording of this video, but they've been increasing their dividends every single year for the last 15 years, and they have a 2.5% dividend yield, and they pay out every single quarter. So if we come back over to our charts and type in Home Depot, ticker symbol HD, and look at Home Depot over the last couple of years, as you guys can see, Home Depot has been performing extremely well. Let's hide this right quick. So this is Home Depot over the last couple of years, all the way back from 2021. It's been trending up. It had a big pullback, but you know, we bought a pullback. But overall, if we was to draw out the 200 EMA, it's trending up, and I like this uptrend line, especially this trend line right here. If we was to draw from the bottom right here, you guys can see a nice little support. It's going up. I like that support line. So as long as it's above this support line right there, I do not mind being in on Home Depot. And if we look at the Bollinger Bands, we missed out on a good opportunity to buy down here at the bottom of the Bollinger and at the support line. Had a pullback right here, so it's using this as a support line again. So if Home Depot pulls back to this support line, we can set an alert on Moomoo. Once we set the alert that it's back to this alert line, we could go in, do our market analysis on it again, and we could pull and we could start buying up shares of Home Depot at around anywhere under $350. So we look at the valuation of Home Depot. They're giving it a high of $475. They're giving it a medium price of $430, and then they're giving it a low price of $398. So the lowest that they think that Home Depot is going to be over the next 12 months is at $398. So once again, if we're getting it at around $350, 50 when it pulls back to a support. That is a steal for us on Home Depot. Big home improvement stuff happens over the summertime. They pay out dividends. You hold it onto their shares. You're going to collect dividends every single quarter. That is a steal for us. So we want Home Depot to pull back. Remember, these 5 stocks we want to pull back so we could get them at an amazing price. If they continue to take off, cool. We already got shares in it. We'll still make a little extra money, but we want to really make bank. We buy these good quality companies when they pull back. All right, the fourth one is going to be ticker symbol CAKE, which is the Cheesecake Factory. But I'm really banking on the Cheesecake Factory because of what Kava is doing, CAVA. Let's pull that up right quick. Let's pull up Kava, CAVA. They've been doing pretty much what Chipotle's been doing. They've been just going up crazy amount over the last couple of years. So CAVA all the way back in 2023. It's just been shooting up just like this because of they've been following the Chipotle recipe on expanding their buildings, expanding their locations, how they order their food, everything like that. But Cake, C-A-K-E, let's type that in. This is the Cheesecake Factory. They've been doing the same thing, but they're going to do it with the Flower Child. Flower Child is owned by the Cheesecake Factory. And once Flower Child, they're kind of like a Chipotle, they're kind of like a Canva. Once Flower Child start to have more locations, I'm talking about hundreds and thousands of more locations, it's going to take Cake through the roof. So right now, as you guys can see over the last couple of years, Cake has absolutely been killing it, all the way down to around $28 up to a high of $65.99. Right now, they're at $63.90. I told you guys about Cake inside of the Patreon. If you guys do want to join the Patreon, I'm going to leave a link to the Patreon down in the description. Over there, I post every single time I buy and sell my stocks. Over here in the Patreon, I post every single time I buy and sell my stocks. And if you join the Lucid Dreamer Roll, you can have access to my 7 pro day traders that I post every single day. I mean, my pro day traders posting that every single day. So if you want that, I pay them a lot of money. So if you want that, you can join the Patreon down in the description for just around like $12, and you guys could get all of those trades. But yeah, I did set that up. I set up Cake. I told everyone in Patreon that I was buying Cake, and the price is shooting all the way up, and it's kind of expensive right now. I'm really banking on Flower Child expanding out and performing like Chipotle and Canva. So right now I do have shares, but I want a pullback because I do have a little extra cash on hand and I can buy more shares of Cake. So if it pulls back to the middle of this Bollinger Band right here at around $59, any price underneath 60, I'll start the dollar cost averaging again. And then so right here, I'll buy 5 shares. And if it pulls back to this blue line right here around $53, I'll go in and buy 10 shares. So I'll double up. Right here, I'll buy 5. Right here, I'll buy 10. If you have a smaller account, right here, you can buy 1 share. Right here, you can buy 2. If you have a larger account, right here, you can buy 100 shares. Right here, you can buy 200 shares. So just double down and set your zone and have a plan on what you're going to do if the market pulls back. Now, if it do pull back to, let's say, the middle part and then the blue part, I don't just go in and automatically buy. I go in, once it hits my target, I see why it's pulling back. Let's say if they changed up something fundamentally different about the company, or if the CEO left, it has to be a reason that it's pulling back. If it's a healthy reason it's pulling back, yes, I'm going to buy more shares. If it's an unhealthy reason it's pulling back, let's say some bad news came out and it could continue to fall more, reevaluate once it hit my price target, and then I'll go in, do my evaluation of it, and see if I really want to buy more shares of it or not. Just don't, oh, it hit my price target, let me go buy more shares. No, it hit my price target, let me go look at it a little closer to see if I want to buy more shares. Don't just go in blindly without a plan. Make sure that you guys have a plan. And then the last one on this list, number 5, is going to be Bull, ticker symbol BULL, Webull. So we come over here to Bull. Bull is taking off over the last couple of days. It hasn't been out long, but let's go to the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, you guys can see that Bull has taken all the way off from around $10, shot all the way up to $15. That's like a 44% gain. And then it's starting to pull back a little bit all the way to around $13. Now, I bought some shares of Bull at around $10. And I didn't have that much money on me at the time. And I want to buy more shares of Bull, but I can't afford to buy it at $13 a share. I want to buy Bull at around $10 a share. So hopefully, if Bull do pull back to around 10.50, if Bull pulls back to around 10.50, I will go in and buy more shares, because I'm kind of comparing Webull to Robinhood. We type in Hood, you guys can see that Robinhood is up it went all the way up 1 point to 40% over the last couple of weeks. If we look at the 4-hour chart on Robinhood, you guys can see that it went up 140% over the last couple of months, all the way from $39 to $100. And people like to compare Webull to Robinhood. So if Robinhood's doing good, Webull's usually gonna do good. And if we could get Webull to have that 100% growth from around $10.50 all the way up to $20, then it could perform extremely well. So that's it, dreamers. Once again, I would like to thank the sponsors of today's video, Moomoo. Let me know which one of these 5 stocks is your favorite and that you have a game plan for down in the comment section. Can't wait to read you guys' comments. Don't forget to pick up your free shares and your free stocks just from signing up and using Moomoo. That link is going to be down in the pinned comment section and also down in the description. But other than that, guys, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.